Don't talk to a female like that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't give a fuck either. I don't give a fuck either.
This the girl my husband's cheating with.
I don't
He's
care.
Naturally, yes, sis. Take my side. He's out cheating and mad. Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omalmi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we're talking about people who cheat and how to expose them. Now this video is inspired by a viral video. It was viral on TikTok and also on Twitter. This video was posted by a woman who was on an airplane and she saw a married man cheating. So she put up that video to try and get the attention of the wife of the married man. Now, the lady who originally posted the video, because it has now been deleted, actually overheard a married guy with a lady, and she had some information about the guy, and she saw that he was hooking up with the lady that he met in the airplane. She put up the update that he went to the bathroom and God knows what they were doing. Anyway, so she was trying to get that situation to the wife so that she can be aware of the fact that her husband is cheating on her in the airplane. Now, that video got a lot of views, and like I said, it went viral on TikTok and also on Twitter. Eventually, people did their thing. You know, people on the internet, they did their thing. They found out the name of the guy, they found out his Facebook page, they found out the name of the wife and a page, and the whole situation, the way it went viral, got people talking. A lot of people were not so comfortable with the way the man was exposed, and they were considering the impact that it will have on the wife and her kid.
Yo, I came across one of those TikToks where it was like, if you're married to a man who looks like this, talks like this, and is flying out of this and this, he's cheating on you. But in this video, this lady comes with receipts. She is recording him actively cheating on his wife on an airplane. Let's call him airplane husband. This lady's sitting a couple of rows in front of him, like to the side, and she's got like an amazing view of him, He's all over this lady. He convinced the person sitting next to her to switch seats so he could be all over her the entire flight. Like it straight up looks like harassment. I can't really see the woman, but he is inviting her to hang out wherever they're at. And he's got his wedding ring on the entire time. Within 24 hours, TikTok found his wife and family photos of them all. Her name is, and I believe their entire family hails out of Houston, Texas. I could be wrong. That is the airport he was at, flying out of, while trying to pick up some lady. So, I don't know how she's going to respond after this. This guy seems so comfortable. He might do this every single chance he gets when he's flying out of town. I don't know.
See the video of the guy on the plane that was flirting with someone that was not his wife, and this girl posted it, was like, TikTok, do your thing. In the caption, she gave like all these details about the girl's name, how his daughter, who lives in Fort Worth, is in elementary school, blah, 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 all these details. People in the comments found his wife in a second. I have so many feelings about this because while, yes, I would want to know if I was being cheated on, I would not want to know in this way. Maybe some people are like, oh, well, his wife doesn't know, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to know publicly. Like, I would feel so humiliated if my husband was on the internet on some random girl's TikTok and everyone can see who he is, flirting with someone. I'm sure the wife either knows, will find out eventually, whatever it is. And even if she does, the surveillance culture of TikTok has actually gotten insane. Let's be real. It is not because you are a girl's girl and you're just like looking out for other women. Even if, yes, you might think this man is garbage, he's cheating on his wife. You don't know that woman, and that is not your responsibility to share it with the world. It's not our responsibility to film people that we think are doing something wrong when we don't know, because we don't know the situation. We don't know if they have an open marriage. We don't know if they're separated. We don't know if the wife wants to know. We don't know if the wife especially wants to know publicly, if this is how she wants to find out. And now, not only is she embarrassed because the whole world saw her husband cheating on her, but the daughter knows. In the caption, it mentioned that he had a daughter that had a dance recital that lives in this city of Texas. And I'm sure all of his daughter's friends or parents of the daughter's friends now know, and it's going to be brought up.
We need to talk. Seriously. So the conversation I want to have is that we are too comfortable posting random strangers on your social media for views and clicks. At this point, people see other people as Sims. You know the game Sims? As opposed to being actual human beings with actual lives. Now, after I post this video, there are going to be two types of people in my comment section. Those who are listening to understand, and those who are listening to respond. So before you jump in my comment section, think really hard about which one of those people you're going to be. Of course, she posted a video with the man's name. He's sitting next to a woman. 1.4 million likes as of this morning. In the comments, of course, oh my God, let's find him, let's find him, let's find him, let's find him. Then somebody comes in the comment section. His wife's name is blank blank, first and last name, and tags her account. This is the wife. And then what this person does in the next video or the response to that is to post a picture of the girl's Facebook profile with who she works for, you know, her face, the children's face, the husband's face. Again, we need to have a conversation. That is fucking weird. It is fucking weird. And the way people are desensitized to ruining people's lives is fucking crazy. Because let's, for the sake of argument, say that he is cheating, right? Instead of you to hit up the woman directly and say, hey, your man's cheating on you, maybe you did do that. If you did that and gave the video, you know, evidence and this is who he was with, here you go. Left it. I wouldn't have came on this internet. But what you did next is you posted her actual profile so that other people on the internet, the other 1 million people that's watching the TikTok and whatever, can now try and go find her Facebook profile, flood her messages. And, you know, it's not that hard to find her phone number, especially since you put her first and last name out there. So find her phone number, and all of a sudden, a wife and a mother who was just living a regular Texas weekend, having a regular Texas day, is now being bombarded with hundreds and thousands of strangers telling her about what her husband might be doing. Because again, in this caption right here, so first thing you say is he's probably going to stay with Katie tonight. How do you know that? Did he say that? Already, you're making an assumption. You don't know these people. You've never talked to them. Okay? The savior complex is what I want to talk about. I'm going to liken this thing to, like, when you watch superhero movies. Like, let's say, I don't watch none of these Marvel, DC, whatever. The Incredibles or the Powerpuff Girls. You know how the Powerpuff Girls and them, they be fighting bad guys, right? So, like Mojo Jojo's wreaking havoc on the city. The Powerpuff Girls come through, beat the dog shit out of Mojo Jojo, right? And at the end, it's kind of like, yeah, we got the bad guy. Don't worry, Townsville, we've saved you. But then you turn around behind the Powerpuff Girls and look at Townsville, and you just see that the whole fucking town has been flattened. Because while they were trying to get the bad guy, right, They rummage through the whole city. Like, we joke about like all these superhero movies where they would just pick up a random car and just throw it at the villain or something. And it's like, imagine leaving work, finding out your car is in a fucking building because fucking Superman decided to like throw it at this like villain or some shit. That is like the analogy to this whole thing. They think they're doing good work, right? They think they are heroes in this situation, you know, letting the woman know, recording and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, great. But when you are, you know, saying my work here is done and then you leave, what is left behind? You have a wife whose face and name is all over social media. You have their kids being exposed, and especially exposing where one of the children is dancing at. So I think she said the child was dancing at, was it Astros or something, which is the sports team. But it's like, all it takes is looking up clips to see what dance company that is. Then you can find where the kid dances at. So you have the exposed wife, you have the exposed kids, and then you have, you know, the exposed marriage or whatever. Let's just say he is cheating and whatnot. And it's like, now you have a family whose world got flipped upside down because of the husband's cheating, yes. But now there's thousands of people who are watching you. And it wasn't by their consent. Because we see videos on here, you know, time and time again of like actual women saying, my husband's cheating on me. That's completely different. This woman did not come on the internet. A complete stranger who was stalking, because at this point it's stalking, that the man and that woman follow them from the bar to get on the flight. Yes, they're on the same flight. Literally listening to their whole fucking conversation. Like, it's weird. And not just like listening to the conversation, recording, videotaping evidence, putting it on here instead of coming on here and being like, hey, if your husband's name is this and he works for said company, your daughter does this, DM me and I will give you the information. But again, you just want to be seen as the hero, like, oh my God, thank you, girl. Like, you exposed the cheating husband to me. And then you're like, all in a good day's work, and then you fly away. And then now she turns around and there's still thousands of people she don't know that's messaging her. That's probably going to contact the job. That's going to go to the kids' school or the kids' dance practice or whatever. You don't know the capability of everyone else that she exposed this family to. Like, we need a little bit of critical thinking. Just a little bit of critical thinking. But again, there are two types of people that's going to come in my comments. One who's listening to understand and one who's listening to respond. So let's see who the commenters are going to be.
This airplane guy. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am all for men getting caught, or whoever, cheaters getting caught in their mess. But is anyone even thinking about his wife right now? Or just me? Because this is a lot. Now, I'm all for cheaters getting caught and all the things, right? But you guys, this is very public. This is a very public humiliation for her. Him, I don't care. But for her, this is a very, very public humiliation. And I'm like, I don't think people are really thinking about that part. Like, I have very, very, very mixed reviews about people blasting people on the internet, like posting on the internet, because yes, we want him to get caught, right? But all the things, all the people that get hit in the crossfire, like his wife and his children, like, this is not fair to them. Like, she doesn't even have time to process what's happening because it's happening so quickly and it's happening so publicly. So while I was happy that he got caught, I just saw a picture of her on the internet. Him, her, and the kids. The kids' faces were covered up, but now her face is plastered all over the internet. And I'm like, who thought to do that? Like, why would you do that? Why would you put her on blast? Like, are you getting like some type of thrill out of that? Like, why? She has to deal with the people who know her in real life already now, because this is so embarrassing and humiliating. But now you put her picture on the internet. Nobody had to see what she's gorgeous. Nobody had to see what she looked like. But I think that was the point. They were like, oh, look, she's beautiful and he cheated on her. You know, whatever. Cheaters are going to cheat. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter what you do, right? But y'all, I really pray she has a good support system, a good circle of sisters, a good family unit, a good, you know, tight unit that will help her get through this. Because you guys, you think about getting your heart crushed in private if you find out that your partner's cheating. She's finding this out on the freaking internet, that her husband is cheating with some random he met on an airplane in the airport. Like, let's use our brains, you guys. Why would you put her picture out like that?
Now, a lot of people were worried about the psychological impact that the whole situation would have on the wife. They were worried that the fact that the thing went viral and a lot of people had things to say about it, and it was details were exposed, her name and everything was exposed. They felt like it's such an embarrassing situation for the woman, especially if she did not know that her husband was a cheater. And now everybody knows, even our community will know because it was everywhere. And they are like, it was probably not appropriate for the original creator to put up the video and put it their business on the internet like that. That it should have been handled in a more private way, so that the wife will be aware, but their whole business will not be on the internet. Personally, when I saw the video, I was very livid. I was very triggered. I was very angry because I was like, what the heck? This guy doesn't know her from anywhere and he's putting his family at risk. They don't write that somebody has STI on their forehead or on their body. You cannot know except the person is tested and you see the result. Why would you do something that will put your family that you claim to love at risk? Your child, your wife. Why would you do that? I was so angry. Like, it's a different case to even know somebody and build date and build a relationship, maybe dating, but just to do a what's that word they use for mid-air hook up or whatever. It was so annoying. It was so triggering. But when I think of how the whole incident was exposed, I was feeling bad for the wife, because I can understand that it might be very emotionally stressful for her and saddening, because she's finding out that her husband is cheating. The whole world is knowing about her business. She can't even hide. She can't do anything. Everybody just knows about the business. They saw the man. So even if she's out with him, everybody was like, are you not the one that was cheating on your wife? And then they'll say, oh, you're the wife, or are you the side chick? Whatever. And the fact that that was going to happen to her and it's happening to her made me feel sad. But him being exposed did not make me feel sad, because if he picked up a disease and then infects his wife and his kids and eventually leads to physical harm or even her being unalive, that would be a worse situation than her having to deal with the embarrassment of her husband being exposed on the internet to the whole world. So I don't know if exposing him was wrong, but I think people are like, it should have been done in a more discreet way. Now, maybe the original creator should not have put all their business on the internet. Maybe she should have been more discreet about looking for the wife. Maybe she should have just put some key points so that the wife will know this is her husband, and then she'll be like, it's a matter of life and death or something, please contact me. And when the lady contacts her, she can now tell her the full story in a DM or something. I feel like maybe that would have been a better way. I don't know. Yeah, it might have been a better way. It might have had the same impact, and it might not have had the same impact in getting him exposed. I don't know. But I don't know what you guys think about this situation. Do you think that the original creator did something wrong by putting their business out and knowing the fact that he could pick up a disease from his hooking up and then infect his wife and his kids and then put them at risk? Or do you think she should have done it in a more discreet way? I would love to hear your thoughts about this whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.